Good afternoon, everyone. This is welcome to this great edition of the season's first X-Wing System Open. I'm your host, Peter Fu, sitting in for Chris Allen, and I'm joined by Paul Heaver, and it's our privilege to bring live coverage from the city of brotherly love. The System Open is co-sharing space with 8 competitive games ranging from our Star Wars universe to Magic the Gathering. These events are only a small portion of the massive undertaking that is PAX Unplugged, Penny Arcade Inc.'s annual celebration of all things board games.
Well, it's the first one. I'm not sure if I'd call it the annual one at this point yet. There has to be a second one for an annual one, right?
We'll call it the inaugural celebration.
Inaugural one, yeah.
All things board games. The event organizer for today's proceedings is Cascade Games, LLC. Cascade's team has been incredible from nuts to bolts, and it's been a great experience continuing the Cascade Crate relationship, which started last year in Naboo. The marshal for today's match is Ian Hemp, who hails from the Valley of the Sun, which is Phoenix, Arizona. He's joined by Gus Dumanis, Louis Galgasso, Pat Tyson, Eric Skronkowski, all of which are from the Skull Squadron group based out of Long Island, New York. On stream right now, we have Tim Randolph and Andrew Bunn, both of whom are Flying Scum. And while I take a brief break, I'll let Paul break down the lists.
Sure. And don't forget to plug our the guy making the table. Yeah, you gotta plug that too.
Oh yeah, we got to thank Geek and Son for providing this amazing table. We're going to take some pictures later on so everyone can really see the workmanship and the handcrafting that went into this handmade table.
Yep. So I can run through these lists. So on one side we've got a fairly standard new Paratani. Notice there's only 2 Atani Mind Links now. So Asajj is Atani Mind Link and Lats, and Fen Rao is the Atani Mind Link Auto Thrusters Concord Dawn. So pretty typical stuff. Then the Contracted Scout is where you get your little variety in these new lists. He's running adaptable Intel Agent Cargo Chute. I'm not sure how much I agree with adaptability. I'm a big fan of Trick Shot if you have a cargo chute, but that's just the way I am. I like Trick Shot a lot. Let's see. And on the other side, we have a good old Asajj Ventress. She's on both sides, and we saw her last stream too. She's very popular nowadays. This is a more typical fat Asajj with PTL, Lats, Burnout Slam, Black Market Slicer Tools, and a gyroscope. So I guess it's not that typical. Usually you see engine, but I guess he had to cut a point for like BMST or Advanced Slam or Burnout Slam. I mean, so it's reasonable. I'm still not a fan of gyroscopic though. I still love engine. Big fan of engines on my Asajjs, especially PTL Asajjs. Oh my god, so good. But then we have Ketsu. Ketsu's so much fun. VI Ketsu with Dengar, so you're gonna hit a lot. And a couple glitter stims, and that's where he has the engine and the Shadowcaster title. So that is all about the tractor beam tokens. So let's see. I don't see the stream chat yet. So if anyone's saying anything interesting, I have no idea. So yeah, hopefully you're not. So we're chugging along here. We've got rocks, fairly typical. Like, hey, let's just kind of scatter them about. Everyone brought kind of smallish rocks because, big ships don't really like giant rocks. That makes it harder for them to do their 3 turns and stuff if there's a big rock. So let's see. We're doing fancy like angled action here. Meanwhile, Andrew's just like, whatever. I'm throwing my stuff good and perpendicular to the board edge here, and or parallel, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Orthogonal. That's it. Let's go with orthogonal. I like orthogonal. So let's see. Can't tell which way. Oh yeah, Tim uses the gun on the top of the ships to point which way the arc's pointing, which kind of sucks for us to figure out. But we'll work our way through it. It should be fairly obvious pretty quickly once he starts putting stress on things and tractor beam tokens on things. So Andrew's trying to figure out the best spot to put his Asajj. This will really determine the approach. Looks like he's going down that aisle. I'm going to try to cut the other Asajj off force it to either come down the aisle to meet, and then they'll have a big face-off, or So yeah, last we checked, Tim had initiative. So his 9 is gonna have to go down first, Ketsu. He's going all in on. He's gonna kill him a scout. It's like a big push to go scout hunting over here. So, not much for me to add here. Where do you think Fenrau is going to end up? He's going to end up on the top and try to go in on Massage, or is he going to end up on the bottom and try to hit Ketsu? I think the bottom would be a bad choice. I think he's got to push on top and maybe just have. I think Andrew's got to have his scout just make the hard turn and get away from crazy ass Ketsu. Hey, welcome back.
Hi, Paul. Any fun action go on?
No, they're just placing their ships, and I went through everything, and now I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the battle plans here?
Oh, this almost looks like Wave 1. Let's make lanes for TIE Swarms.
Yeah. I was saying that everyone here has like these big ships, and they want to do their 3 turns and stuff. So they brought the small rocks, and they placed them where there's a lot of room where they can make their move. So yep, lots of massages in the top 4. Oh, I did not expect the Fenrau on the bottom there.
Huh. Is the colored ship Asajj or Ketsu?
The top one is Asajj.
Okay.
The bottom one is Ketsu. Ketsu, Ketsu has an arc marker pointing forward. Asajj's marker is Tim uses the gun usually, because he has a rotating gun on top. So I can't personally tell which way the gun is pointing, but whatever, we'll figure it out. Yes, 3/4 of the lists have Asajj.
So
it turns out she's good, really, really good. Hi.
They can't hear us at all.
They can't?
No. It's so the noise from the hall is a blessing and a curse, because of all the diffraction of the sound. We seem to be at a acoustic nirvana.
Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, it is interesting that all 4 lists have stress control.
Oh, that is true.
Like 3 Asajjas and a bunch of tacticians on the Wookiee list. So
it's Canadian, Tim.
It's Canadian, Tim.
Both Tims are real. I can assure you that.
He's not a hologram.
So Andrew's been playing this list for 2 years, 3 waves, and Tim's been on. Well, no, because Naboo he played something totally different.
Yeah, he's a multitasker. He plays a bunch of different lists. Yeah.
And Tim was Imperial, I think. No, I thought he was Imperial at Naboo, but
I don't.
What do you give the advantage to? The experience of Andrews with this list, or Tim's just brutal efficiency?
I'm going more towards Andrew here. Oh, and we started. I mean, it'll really depend on this opening meetup. How does Fenrau fare against the tractor beams and the Ketsus and stuff? If he comes on the other side of the start, the opening engagement, without much damage on him, then I think he'll be okay.
So, Paul, one of our guys from the stream or the Twitch chat tells us that Tim cut his teeth on ghosts. So I guess he's very, very experienced with these double base back arc kind of things. Well, What are the target priorities for you if you're Andrew?
Let's see. So if I'm Andrew, I want Ketsu off the board. Ketsu's, like, as we saw in the previous round, Asajj isn't really that threatening to Fenrau. Like, Asajj can tank Fenrau's attacks and be super annoying and everything, but Asajj isn't going to really do much damage to Fenrau. But this Ketsu build with, innate tractor beams and Shadowcaster, that can do super damage to Fenrau. So I think you just want your Asajj at half and plus your full Fenrau versus his Asajj at whatever. Who cares what his Asajj is at? And then you're fine. You won. So you don't care if your Contractor Scout dies. Like, you really don't care if your Contractor Scout dies here. and as long as Ketsu dies. But it looks like they're having an Asajj off at the top of the board there. See whose Asajj is bigger. While this is interesting. So yeah, he's going all in on Asajj. Yeah.
Is Fen going to go 4 forward to match up with the jump?
He's definitely going something forward. No, I think he's probably 4. Yeah. Yep, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, he wants to match up. All right, so this is kind of playing to Andrew's favor right now, then, because he gets to do unopposed shots here. He needs Asajj to not have any, basically to have nothing bad happen to Asajj, and do like an Asajj bump off coming up here. Like, if these two Asajjes bump into one another and then Ketsu's the only one shooting, who cares? Yeah. So we'll see. Doesn't really seem like a ton of stuff's happening. We'll just have a couple random, all the dice, a couple random Asajj shots here. So maybe they'll plink a couple shields off. Who cares?
Do we have to roll the dice?
No.
So is Andrew happy trading Asajj for Ketsu?
Asajj for Ketsu? No, because if he loses Ketsu, is Andrew happy? Yeah, Andrew's happy trading Asajj for Ketsu. Yeah, because if Tim loses Ketsu, Tim's probably lost the game.
Because Tim's gonna have a nice turn 2. This is turn 2. Turn 3, turn 4 kill box on Asajj.
No, this is turn 1.
This is turn 1.
Yeah, this is turn 1.
So good, I didn't miss too much. So. This is turn 1, turn 2 kill box on Asajj, but turns 3 and 4 we're gonna lay the pain and hurt into that Ketsu in the bottom.
Yep. So it really depends on if Andrew can get a bump on Asajj bump, so then we don't have to worry about so that his Asajj is only taking 1 damage, because it seems fairly obvious that Tim is all in on I want to get rid of your Asajj.
Is Tim selecting dice?
I think he's going through and picking out which dice he wants to roll. I don't know. Or making a cool little pattern, or counting them to make sure he didn't lose any. So.
Oh yeah, he's counting to make sure he didn't lose any dice, because Andrew's helping him look too now.
Yeah.
It's probably a couple $100 worth of product on the table
definitely.
too. So.
It looks like he used the gyroscopic stabilizer. Looks like you used gyroscopic to move the gun to the left now.
Oh, you're out too? Yeah, see you guys. See ya.
And it looks like Andrew's using those templates. Are those the ones they just gave out? Yeah.
They look kind of Boba Fett-y.
Yeah.
Boba Fett-y.
So they look. Well, from the case, they look pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
This is Canadian Tim, not Tim Hilton.
Which Tim is this? You should change that name to Canadian Tim.
I might do that.
Yeah.
In fact, I will. I don't like giving away last names.
Yeah.
That's not how you spell it.
No, it is A. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Canadia. Yeah. There you go. An American Andrew. Nice. So yeah, there was just a couple points of early shields. It doesn't really matter all that much. we're at the point. Yeah, we really care about the number of shots more than damage, really. Like if he can get set up for a good late game with Fenrir gets behind Ketsu and starts annoying him, that'd be good. And that's like the shadow of the Death Star over. Andrew casts a big shadow. So
It's these tall, lanky players, Paul.
Yeah.
They have so many advantages.
yeah, they can just lean over like that. Look at that shadow.
Plot armor, vision. It's like they were built for this game.
Yeah.
So Paul, when you're in these types of high pressure situations, what do you do to calm down, to get yourself in the right frame of mind?
I mean, I don't know. You take a break, drink a gulp of water, relax a bit, try to.
I mean,
you don't only think like, as long as you're just thinking, hey, it's just another game of X-wing. Like it's nothing too crazy. Just more X-wing.
I mean, you're literally under the bright lights.
Yeah, whatever. You get used to it.
It's because you've been there so often.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we all have dials down, and just trying to figure out, is this the final? Are they definitely down?
Yeah.
The top shadowcaster is using his gun because his gun is rotating, like it's one of those magnetized guns. It's pretty cool. It looks like it's facing left.
So, Canadian Tim knows that probably a 2 or 3 forward is coming in from Andrew to create that bump, Asajj and Asajj bump. Does he try to get cute and turn in or turn away?
Just do a giant like 5K or something like that. Be like, whatever.
This is a ghost dial. I'm the ghost now.
Yeah. I mean, the 5K might be the smart move. Just to jump behind the other Asajj, just be like, I know you're going to try to get in here and block me. Oh no, he's going first.
Yeah,
never mind.
The Andrew deferred initiative. Yeah.
Oh yep, never mind then. Yeah, if it was the other way around, I think the 5K would have been a good move there. Now he's just trying to. Man, what is he?
Does that mean the Fen is going to 3 bank and then
boost?
Boost to
So
shoot?
He's getting target lock over that way. And making hand signs.
Huh.
Yeah, that's. So let's see. Did he?
Is that rock eligible? No, it clears the rock.
Oh yeah. We're not worried about rocks here. Hopefully these players are not going to be hitting rocks. But yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was going the other way. I thought Andrew was moving first, so that was going to be my whole thing, was like get the block and have Tim do the 5K over it.
I wish we had the John Madden pen, but this feels like it's going to, like we talked about, set up that round 3 and 4 kill box. If this is 3 banks,
around.
Yeah, that Ketsu is going to have an unfun Sunday.
Look at where, like for example, Tim's Asajj. Like, look what's straight in front of it.
Yeah.
It's going to be problematic.
Hassan, that was that was an intentional rock by Paul and Naboo last year.
Yeah. Because no one expects you to dive on a rock.
No.
Like everyone's like, oh, of course he's not going to hit the rock. That'd be dumb.
Ooh,
this is close.
Ooh,
this is close.
Let's hold some rocks there. Oh. You know, by this time, their eyes are probably better than ours. They've been looking at maneuvers and dials and all this stuff for 8 rounds.
So Fenrir. So he's pivoting to like go straight into Fenrir. It looks like.
How do you feel about that too hard instead of a bank?
I feel poorly about it.
All right, well,
like, you have to barrel roll here. You can't. Yeah. Because you have to get the hell out. You cannot let Ketsu do annoying, stupid Ketsu things. He did not barrel roll into range 1, did he? That would be bad.
Going by the bases, it doesn't look like it's range 1.
Okay. Good. So, all kinds of starter combat shenanigans happen now.
Yeah, the scout is going to get lit, but it's pretty hard to disagree with Paul's assessment that it doesn't matter what happens with the scout. Did we pop a glitter?
Yeah.
Which glitter was that, do you know?
There's only one glitter on Tim's list.
Okay.
Well, one ship that has glitters. So I don't know which one of the 2 glitters it was, but it doesn't matter. It's the same ship.
Hopefully this is the...
Oh, yep. And he was in range 1. That was a mistake by Andrew to barrel roll into range 1, because now he's getting barrel rolled back to range 2, and now he's got -1. Yeah, you should have just stayed at range 2 and eaten it. This is going to be rough. Remember when I said at the start, like, depends on how much Fen, if Fen survives the Ketsu thing, because Ketsu is the only thing that can hurt Fen, so... That's why I thought Tim was going to go after Fen to start with, but this has been a really interesting pivot. Like, he was like, I'm going after Asajj. Nope. Here I am over here going after Fen.
Such an amazing net loss from a single barrel roll on a ship. Paint 3.
Okay, so Fen's taking some damage.
Are those...
That's paint 2, so we got... Only 1 damage is not too bad.
And it's not a crit.
Yep, that's fine.
But
that's less bad than it could have been.
But he does get that double tractor.
Okay, it's going to fade. Like, Asajj is too far away to do anything with that, so who cares? And this is where we get all in on Ketsu here, and we've got to kill Ketsu. Well, I mean, obviously he's not going to kill Ketsu this turn, but
Fen with a lot of paint. That's 1 damage, I think.
I think you just spent a token.
Oh.
That's fine.
So, no damage.
Yeah, crisis averted. Because, yeah, if Fen just double blanked there and took 3 damage, well, what do we do?
Well, we buff auto thrusters. That's what we do, Paul.
So now Fen only has 1 die, but fortunately Asajj is way too far away to take advantage of that. So... It'll be interesting to see the movement for next turn, where that scout puts himself, because there's all kinds of crazy shenanigans we can get into now. Yeah, without the follow-up. That's the problem with two ship lists. Like, if you have no follow-up, you're just hosed. Like, you're just like, oh man, I did all that setup and now nothing happened. Oh, you're starting a timer?
It's about 10 minutes.
About? Okay, sure. We'll at least have a timer so that it looks about right. We've probably been going for more like 15, but
Solutions.
Well, I'm just looking at the recording time down here in this line time. It looks like actually 20 minutes. You should guess smaller. Yeah, go for like 55. Or you can ask Ian how much time is left.
Yeah, Ian, how much time is left, Senor? Can't do it. It's all right. We'll just do that -10.
Okay.
Hi, Ian. You're back with us.
Hey, just want to give you an update on the other game.
Sure.
So, Chris, on Chris's side, Lorik has a console fire. That's the only hull damage that has been taken so far, but the shields are off. One of the other Wookiees has lost a shield.
Sure.
And Asajj has lost shields.
Okay, so nothing's happened.
Right. A Wookiee is kind of on fire.
Yep.
Which is a funny mental image. Otherwise,
it makes an awful smell.
Right.
Cool. So, Paul, while we're doing dials, I just like to take a couple seconds to thank Cascade Games again for having us here, kind of basically sponsoring us and giving us all these lights, the space to set up, the power, dropping power for us, dealing with the union, a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
So if you have friends or family in town that are at the convention, or you're at the convention yourself and hearing us just through headphones, go stop by the Cascade Games table. They're at 30% off everything right now, so it's a great deal. Zach Matthews bought a whole bunch of L5R stuff yesterday, and we all got some D&D stuff as well. So it's definitely a pretty awesome store to contribute to, especially considering all the things they've done for the X-Wing community, like flying judges to judge these top-tier events and making sure things go smoothly.
Yep. Yeah, they've been very solid running all these system opens. And meanwhile, we missed some laser beams shooting back and forth. I have no idea what the damage totals are at, but they're... I can wander over if you want, so you don't have to hobble.
Thanks, Paul.
One shield off Ketsu, 2 shields off the Scout. What are you doing?
This is definitely not an Aaron Steele production. Or Aaron Utley.
2 shields off the Scout. So, there you go.
So where are we going now, Paul, with that Fen? All roads do not lead to Rome right now. If Ketsu is Rome.
I think you just want to get out. This is not a very good situation for Andrew here. Like, he's got everything kind of pointed in Fen's direction. I don't know what get out means exactly.
It's such a fun.
Okay.
It's such a weird ship to try to get out with, right? Because you need to maintain that arc if you're.
Yeah. I think I got a plan here actually.
All right.
So if I was Fen Rao, 3 bank right. Because Ketsu's not going to be there. So then you just kind of get out. And meanwhile, you have your Scout run interference on Asajj. I think that's the move that I would do.
And then next round, because then Ben will get stressed from Asajj.
Sure.
You'll have the jump turn in, which you probably wanted to turn in anyway.
And they're showing, oh yeah, this is the intel agent?
Yep, from the jump. Now Andrew wants to see all the dials. I'm kidding. They're just clarifying the direction.
Oh yeah, because he put the dials on. Okay.
Yeah.
That's neat. Okay, so here's Andrew's move. Yep. He's trying to block Asajj on the rock. Seems like a good play.
And it clears up space for that predicted 3 bank.
Yeah. Just trying to decide, does he drop?
Oh.
Just drop the debris.
And it also sets up a consequence-free shot from Asajj. Well,
Ooh, he's putting the debris down. That means he's not doing 3 bank probably with Fen Rao.
oh, and it's going to touch.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, debris field. Now we go through debris field hilarity.
Did you ever run into the triple debris field jump trick shot list?
I was saying when you were out of the bathroom, I was like, the contracted scout here has adaptability, and I like trick shot better for my contracted scouts that are running debris fields just for this reason. Oh, it looks like he's going to be on that rock.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, this block was. You had to do this block.
So it is kind of surprising. So maybe Andrew was trying to hedge his bets in case the Asajj decided to go a little faster. But had he put down that predicted 3 bank, ooh, life would have been good.
Yeah. So now we just see is Fenrau, because awful things happen if Fenrau gets blocked, because then he's just going to get tractor beamed off of Ketsu, and Ketsu's going to light him up.
And while we're doing the dials, customarily, and I apologize for forgetting. Oh,
You did a hard turn there. I was not expecting that hard turn. Very good.
So we'd like to introduce the players, starting with Canadian Tim. He's from the Prototype Toronto League. He's been playing for a couple years, and he's done incredibly well in various tournaments, top 4, top 8.
He was Canadian Nationals. He was up in the cut pretty deep, and he was also at Naboo and did fairly well there too.
Yeah, I've actually gotten to stream him twice now.
Okay.
And he's a really fun guy to watch play. I can imagine him doing really well in a D&D group. So while Tim comes off as this large, very jolly man, and it's a very funny contrast next to Andrew, who's very hawkish and stern all the time. Now, Andrew's really
stern.
Andrew is hilarious. Just getting to talk to him and drink with him and everything. He just looks to me like very stern, and I thought I would be very intimidated when I first met him and talked to him.
Yep.
But no, he's a pretty nice guy. Do you know what store Andrew plays out of?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. So meanwhile, what happened on the shots is Ketsu did block Fen, but didn't block Fen with the front arc. So Ketsu's never going to get a shot on Fen again. Never. Like, it's going to be very difficult. And so we have a couple ineffectual laser fire blasts here, where there's a lot more green dice than red dice being thrown. Oh, Andrew plays at Meeples in West Seattle. Andrew made the trip from Seattle. Jeez. Okay, well, that's good to know. Meeples games in West Seattle.
Should have hitched a ride with the Cascade.
So let's see. A lot of no shots happening. Nothing really exciting happened this round, but good blocks by Andrew. Andrew's probably gonna keep being a giant pain in the butt for Asajj with his contracted scout. Thanks to Intel Agent and just being like, where are you going? Okay, here I am.
Now, knowing that you can control Asajj so efficiently, do you switch your targeting priority, or do you still try to pursue?
I mean, Ketsu's still your Ketsu. Yeah. 100% you take Ketsu out. Because once you get to the end game of half Asajj on Andrew's side plus Fenrau versus the other Asajj, you're fine.
We're having a bit of aggression going on with
yeah.
Twitch.
Everyone's representing their area.
Oh, sorry. The Evergreen Squadron. I didn't know that's what Andrew's group was called. I didn't really talk to Andrew about the pregame. That was my fault.
No, I don't think Tim should have stayed on Asajj. One of the Twitch streamers is asking, do you think we should have stayed on Asajj? No, because how does he doesn't win with killing Asajj. He only wins by killing Fen. There's no path to victory that ends with the opposing Fen is alive. So he just tried to fool Andrew to get Andrew to come in a little too hard, and I mean that seemed to work. But because he did get a really nice shot, but just that Andrew rolled enough paint and only took a little bit of damage, and there weren't any crits. So
okay, given the limitations with the Shadowcaster greens,
yep.
Does Tim try to just YOLO keep the stress in the hopes to disrupt Fen?
I don't think that helps him.
Yeah. So Tim's in a bit of a rough spot right now.
Yeah, Andrew's definitely the favored person here right now. We'll see, because I mean he's gonna keep that block happening. so your PTL Asajj is not going to PTL at all. It's just going to be like bump, 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 bump.
You signed his PTL, right?
I don't think I signed the PTL. I signed something. I signed a lot of things. So now Andrew's making sure he's going to block whatever move, because he used Scout to look at the dial for Asajj, and now he's just making sure he's going to block whatever it is. Or literally, it was just not gonna get actions anymore with Asajj for forever now. He's throwing his guy right in front of a rock, like, whatever. I just want to keep you blocked. I do not care if he lives or dies as long as you stay blocked.
Wow, I wish Ian was here to train track things for us, but it's all right.
Okay, so what are they doing? They're trying to do like a 3-bank here, 2-bank, something like that.
In fact, I wonder what Ian's been doing, because he's been at that other table for a while. Oh, and that's why you have Ian here.
See, this is why I take off my... Yep, there he goes. You can't keep those badges on, because these things go flying all over the place. Oh, this is going to be...
This is round 7, so we're in the top 4. And couldn't agree more enough with you, Ralsman. Andrew is a very conservative, thoughtful player, very analytical, and the last time I streamed him, it was actually unfortunate. I think it was him against Eric Z, or another PTL person. It was definitely PTL eating its own, but it was a really good match. The other top 2 lists are triple Wookiees against an Ultra, Asajj, and Fen. And I would happily get Andrew some beer right now, but he looks really, really intensely into the game.
Just move to where you want. I've got like a little thing of whiskey if you want to. No, I'm not going to be yelling anything at Andrew. Okay, so like we said, Asajj and the Bump Master are just playing fun bump games. And
Ian's back.
okay.
Ian comes back right as
everything's back to normal. Oh yeah, everything's still cool. Okay.
Oh, you guys need a meal. Take a break. And here comes Andrew.
Yep. And now we're going to do the 3-turn. Yep. Well, he'll be able to shoot Asajj with tractor beam stuff.
Mm-hmm. But this is our round 4 punishment. I think, or turn 4 punishment. I think the next engagement we're going to see is probably going to be around here for, what do you say, 6 for 7?
I think they're just gonna get in a giant mess. Those Shadowcasters on the right side are just gonna bash their heads against one another, and Fenrau's just gonna plug away for a while until they go, okay, well, we've had enough of this fun. Let's go do something slightly different. You know, Fenrau will like K-turn or something. Oh, nope. Oh. He's gonna move so he can at least take a shot on Fenrau if Fen's doing something. He's hoping to Armada Fenrau. I don't think you're gonna Armada Fenrau. No, yeah, he's just doing the 2 forward. Like, I'll happily take a range 1 shot from Ketsu.
Well, he's got a...
Might even... Can he fit a... Do you think the roll's going to be out? Yeah, he's just going to light Ketsu up and assume that he can dodge the incoming shot. Here comes
the other glitter stem.
The other glitter stem. I like how he has a little glitter stim, like that little yellow token, to be like, hey, I'm using my glitter stim. So now they're trying to figure out if they can put a stress on him. I don't think he can. And meanwhile, presumably he's getting stress. All right, there already is a stress on the scout. Yeah, if Ketsu does hit, Fenn's on a rock, and it's going to suck for him. But I'm assuming he's not going to hit. Like, this would be amazing if Fenrau got hit by this. He's going for it. Here's the big roll. Big roll. Nope. Oh wait, no, he's Dengar. Oh, still nope. Oh. Oh, you can see in Tim's face, like, yeah, this is, yeah, sorry. We were rooting for you. We wanted to see Fenrau throwing on a rock, but it was not to be. That was tough. Yeah, 4 dice with Dengar and Glitter, and only 2 damage got in. And he didn't even have to spend his focus. Like,
that's like,
and it looks like more blanks.
that is like a 7% outcome probability.
No, I mean, you're not very likely, because Fenrau has a free evade, and he's also rolling an extra evade die. So he's like four evade dice plus a free evade.
Oh, I just meant the expected value from the red.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not 2 crits. Oh, my God. Oh,
major?
Major explosion, which, of course...
Oh, it was cocked on the rock.
But it turned into a crit anyway. Oh, my God. That's bad.
So that's 3 in.
Oh. I think they're just calling it at this point. Like,
oh.
Yeah, you just yeah, you had no path to victory at that point, unfortunately.
This is
yeah.
It's like a chess move. I guess they're both chess players probably. Well, we are 35 minutes in, so there's 35 minutes remaining.
Yeah, the clock is wrong. It's 35 minutes left, and Fenrau is not. Yeah, Ketsu was down to 4 health left. Maybe 3 if one of those was a direct hit. Yeah, it wasn't over. I mean, it was over.
Are we going to get a Chris Allen final table?
Chris Allen, Andrew Bunn? Maybe. Or it'll be Andrew versus Grasser. Uh-oh, if it's Andrew versus Grasser, Grasser has to come in second. It's the system open. Well...
Oh, man. That is demoralizing.
Yeah.
But,
you're just eating that much damage right at the beginning and just being like, yeah, it's...
Well, you know, they're really great. They're both really great players, and they obviously saw what Paul saw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once Ketsu was dead, the game was over. And Ketsu, at this point, was going to die.
Yeah, there was very, very few paths to victory. And on the bright side, Tim has got plenty of time to go check out the convention. He can't go do the hyperspace qualifier anymore because... actually, no, it closes after the round of 8, right?
Yeah.
So Tim's got plenty of time to check out the convention, and there's actually 2 carloads of PTL people here, 7 in all. So
yeah, they did very well.
Hopefully, all 7 of them go out for beer and cheesesteaks since they have a little more time now.
Okay.
The curse of the stream lives on.
Sorry.
The only time I won on stream was at Naboo last year.
And I streamed you.
You guys called that I lost on the last die roll, but I actually won on the last die roll. Yeah. So I still haven't actually technically ever won.
No, you won. That one.
Oh man, sorry about that. Like, yeah, we were like, okay, if he gets some damage in, then he throws him on the rock and he's fine. Yeah.
Oh no,
nope,
they haven't.
No rock.
They said 30% off of board games, but I didn't know about the 20%.
We're doing 20% off everything in store.
Everything in store.
Everything in store is 20% off all day.
Cool.
So we've been doing X-Wing, we've been doing Destiny, we've been doing...
Buy stuff at Cascade.
Got it. Awesome. I've been giving them an extra 10.
Oh, whoops.
Well, Paul, I think we should take a little bit of a break. Give the voices.
There's not really much for us to talk about. So yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for appearing on the cast again, Paul.
Sure.
You'll join us in like 20
Half an
minutes.
hour for the final.
Yeah. And so this is Peter Food for Paul Heaver. Thanking you all at home for watching, and we'll be back on stream around 3 o'clock. Thank you so much.
See ya.